I was only 7 years old when my mother was murdered.
Nicolette Brainerd Barnes speaking publicly for the first time after facing in court the man accused of killing her mother, Maureen.
I remember she read to me every night, and now I can no longer remember the sound of her voice. I wish she was here today, but she was taken from us.
Rex Heuermann charged with killing Maureen Brainerd Barnes, a 25-year-old woman who vanished in 2007 and is believed to be the Gilgo Beach killer's first victim. Heuermann is now accused in the murders of all 4 women who were found within a quarter-mile of each other along the same stretch of Parkway on Long Island and infamously became known as the Gilgo Four. He's pleaded not guilty.
This indictment marks a change in the investigation.
A hair found on a belt used to bind Barnes matches the DNA profile of Heuermann's now estranged wife, Aza Ellerup. The discovery made using advanced nuclear DNA analysis.
We believe these DNA results are significant. Nuclear DNA, as illustrated, is much more discriminate.
In the 23-page updated indictment, prosecutors lay out more evidence they say ties the 60-year-old architect to the killings of the 4 women authorities say were sex workers. Hairs found on Megan Waterman's body and the burlap bindings match Rex Heuermann and his wife's advanced DNA profile. And a hair found on Amber Costello's body matches Heuermann's daughter, Victoria. Evidence Heuermann's attorney is already taking issue with.
All along, we have been told that the evidence is unsuitable for nuclear DNA testing. This morning was the first time, and this is 13 plus years, that miraculously nuclear DNA testing and results have come forward.
Police say burner phones and computer activity also show communications with some of the victims. A credit card statement found in a storage locker and cell phone records further confirm Heuermann's family was out of town when the murders took place, which allowed, quote, unfettered time to execute his plans for each victim, the indictment reads.
The grand jury investigation of the so-called Gilgo Four is over.
A step forward for family members continuing to seek justice.
These victims had families. They were human beings with aspirations and hope for a better future for themselves.
And that is the younger sister of Maureen Brainerd Barnes. If you remember, investigators say the killer called her from her sister's cell phone after her disappearance. So you can imagine how long she has been living with this, finally saying that she feels like justice is coming to be served. As far as what's next in this case, Heuermann is expected back in court next month, and the district attorney says they hope to use some of these new advanced DNA analysis to look into some of those other bodies that were discovered in that same stretch of highway. So it's possible we might see some more developments in this case. Bringing Grass, CNN, New York.